So, Devil Dinosaur just came out with his character reveal. Uh, or their character. I don't know. It's a fucking dinosaur. Um, I'm gonna try and break down this kit. I originally saw the preview of the kit in the dev vision, so I want to see if anything changed from the character reveal. But my reaction, my initial reaction was very hopeful. Um, this seems like a tank that might be able to do it all. So let's see here. Max HP of 875. So from the dev vision, I'm pretty sure it was 850. So I don't know if it's because of the overshield. It probably is. Bringing the max HP up. But okay, 875. Just using primaries here. And you can see the bleed effect. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this with my mouse. Let's see the bleed effect. Like, the fact that this hero has a ranged ability as well, it's like, wow. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, sure, it's on a meter. Like, sure, it's on a meter. But I'm trying to think. The downsides of this hero feel to me right now to be the hitbox, like, for sure. But it has a ranged ability plus bleed, like, plus a shield. It doesn't look like this projectile does very much damage, and it knocks down flyers. So this beam right-click projectile knocks down flyers while also doing damage. And does it apply the bleed as well? This is, I think it does, no? Does this also apply bleed? Like 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 a ranged ability that knocks down flyers. Again, I don't think this ability does too much damage, but like the fact that he can do that, knock down a flyer, jump to him, or just use his projectile, then close the distance for his primary. Like, what? Like I'm trying to think of the downsides to this hero other than the hitbox. Like really truly 10-second cooldown for a leap. I don't think that's terrible. I wish it was like 8. I think 10 seconds is a little long. Like, surely this character is going to want to close the distance sooner, but again, there is a ranged ability on a meter. There's no cooldown. It's on a meter. So, while he's waiting out that left shift, that leap cooldown, he can, use his ranged ability. If they come closer, that's even better for him. Like, like I'm trying to think. I'm trying not to overhype this character right now, but like like that's so crazy to me. Yeah, it doesn't do too. It really doesn't do a lot of damage. This beam, but it applies the bleed, which okay. So leap, the leap. If you get them in the leap, they get CC'd. The bleed effect is applied. Wow, and they stay there for a pretty okay amount of time. Then they get throwed or thrown. And then F goes out. which does a sequence of attacks. I'm not really sure what F does right now, but it gives overshield. 952 max HP. So I think with each hit of the F sequence, I don't know if this is like a hold down ability or like it just does it on auto like after you press. But each chomp accurately hit seems like it gives overshield and raises the max HP of Devil Dino. This is so interesting. So CC into this fast sequence of chomps. Like I don't know, I don't really know. And like I don't know. Again, I don't know if you have to keep tapping, but it says Devil Dino can still use E. So while they're doing this sequence, it seems like they can still pop their shield bubble thing. So that's interesting. Okay. F gives overshield, 8-second cooldown. Is that what I saw? 8-second cooldown for the chomp, the fast chomps. Now we're using our E. It has 500 HP. Is that right? I couldn't really catch. 400, I think it said. I don't know if I'll be able to get a very clean screen. 450. 450 HP bubble that follows as it moves. That is. Am I seeing this right? Is it following? It's following the dino. Like, I'm trying to. Like, bro. I'm trying to think. Like, imagine. I was gonna say, imagine your team gets Elsa ulted and then your Dino just leaps and shields you the whole way. But the likelihood of Dino not getting CC'd seems very unlikely. Like this dinosaur doesn't have any CC immune abilities, as far as I see. So this might just be another tank that gets CC'd out the fucking like wazoo, just fucking straight CC. Every CC ability will probably go this dino's way. But the fact that the bubble follows the dino, it's not like tank bubble that gets thrown and then it stays in its place. It's wherever the dino is. So it's like, oh, do we want to walk right now? We want to walk hard. Okay, pop the 450 HP. I mean, that's not a whole lot, but like like imagine everyone's reloading, cooldowns are gone, and you're just getting walked at with this fucking bubble up. Like this is such an opportunity for a team if this bubble is used correctly. Like I'm trying to think, will Phoenix ult destroy this like instantly or like I don't know. I'm trying to think. Let me think. I'm trying to think what could like would this protect the team from Moon Knight ult for a couple seconds? Walk them out of a Moon Knight ult? Will this be able to shield them from a Jeff ult? Question mark. Maybe not. Maybe if Dino stands like directly outside of the fucking center of Jeff ult, maybe. I can't imagine it stops Thor ult. Like surely not. Trying to think what else. What else? I just like Like imagine you're right next to your other tank. They want to kite? Okay, let me just bubble you back to the corner you want to play, right? Or my wolf wants to go in and get a grab? Could Sue even what happens to Sue push if this dinosaur is just walking with a Wolverine? How what happens then? Just walk the wolf in for free to get a grab. Like the dino can CC the tank bubble, then the wolf grabs them, or like isn't that not insane? Like there's so many things I feel like you can do with a moving bubble like this. It doesn't seem super big, but it if it can fit this fucking dinosaur, it surely can fit a few other people. This is so interesting. This is so interesting. I'll have to like theorize some more on what this bubble is probably gonna be able to do, but so far like I can't imagine your second tank not feeling safe with this. Depends on what the cooldown is. But like imagine you're just standing next to your second tank. They don't have any cooldowns. You just pop this on them for a few seconds, help them stabilize. And Thor can't get healed here. His heal's getting blocked off, so if their tank runs into your bubble, they're they're at a disadvantage. It's not super like it doesn't have a lot of HP, but if timed correctly, I can't imagine this isn't like a super huge enabling cooldown. Like I'm pretty sure like Dino's gonna be able to leap with this bubble. Like ah, I don't know. I'm very excited right now. So far, I need to check if Dino was CC immune during the cast of the bubble. I don't think she was, or they were. I don't know. I don't think they were. No, there's no CC immunity with the leap. No CC immunity. So yeah, I think this is just gonna be a CC magnet. Just a large target for enemies to shoot at. It can hit. You can hit multiple enemies with primary and F. So she. I don't know the. I don't know. Devil Dino can fight two tanks at once if they're close enough. It seems, and that's usually what's gonna happen if they have two like tanks on the floor like this, two not really mobile tanks. Like this seems like free fucking dinner for this dinosaur if they play like this. Like maybe maybe if the enemy team plays like really pussy, this character might not be as good. Like if people just play out of the range of the primary and the F, maybe because the beam doesn't seem to do a whole lot. But like you're gonna have to get in range of this fucker eventually, right? I didn't see the cooldown on the bubble. Did they show? What is it? It's 12 seconds. 12 seconds after breaking. I'm curious if it's... Did it break? It broke, right? I'm curious if it's different. So it's 12 seconds. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. What is the F cooldown? Isn't it 8? It's 8, right? Pretty sure it's 8 seconds. Cooldowns don't seem terrible. Let me see the ult. I didn't really get to see what the ult was doing. I think it just gave her no cooldowns. Or maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Let me see. I think it was just like a movement boost, maybe. I don't really know. I just know there's more damage. So let me see. Pops, ult. I think the roar does damage. The roar, the activation does damage, I think. And then there's like a stomp effect that does damage. Okay. I'm sure there's some sort of 1200 HP. What the fuck? 1200 HP in ult. And this fucker can be healed during this time? It goes down pretty quick. It goes down pretty fast. I think it is. I think the roar is like a projectile. Like, the roar will send a wave in a straight line, do damage, and then this fucker can leap to whoever. No. Yeah, I'm assuming it's just more damage, AoE damage, and a lot of health. Like that. I don't think there's anything too complicated about it. You activate it, it sends a roar out that does damage, and then you have like AoE damage, and I believe more damage on your primary. I could be wrong. It doesn't seem like there's much else. Like, there's AoE damage. I don't know if the damage gets increased, but okay. So my summary of this character, um, my summary of Devil Dinosaur's kit is that their right click is a ranged ability that will knock down flyers, and apply the bleed thing, I think, which is the red thing around their health bar, um, to then which Devil Dinosaur can leap with left shift. I don't know the max range on that, but it goes on a 10-second cooldown, right? And then E is a bubble, moving bubble that seems pretty insane to me. And then F is just a large sequence of attacks. I don't really know what the F. I'm assuming. I think they said F has something to do with the bleed. So if someone has the bleed effect and then you F, you you hit them with the F. I think it gives you overshield as well as, like, I think it might do more damage or something. I can't really tell right now, but the kit's pretty straightforward. One ranged ability, one movement ability, a bubble, and then a quicker sequence of attacks, from what I understand. And then her ult, or their ult, um, is just AoE damage plus more HP. And then on activation, you also have like a ranged sort of attack as well. That's kind of what I got. I don't really understand, again, what the F ability does. I don't really understand what the bleed effect does right now. Like, I don't know how it's helping. I believe it'll, like, I don't know what that means. I forgot what they said in the dev vision. What the bleed does. So, it's doing damage over time, right? Right? So if someone gets hit with Devil Dino's abilities, they're just gonna take damage over time while they're bleeding, right? I believe that's what that means. So I'm not really sure what the F. I think the F is just like a stronger sequence of attacks. Maybe it gives damage reduction. I don't know, really, actually. It seems like it just does a sequence of bites, but that can't just be it. It does bites with overshield. That can't just be it. Bites with overshield. That just, I don't know. I don't think that's all there is to that. I don't know how much that last bite does. This bubble is gonna be so wild. Yeah, I think any ability you get hit with from Devil Dino, maybe F doesn't apply bleed, but it seems so far like every ability. How long do people bleed for? I'm curious. How long will they bleed? Like Iron Man's still taking. No, that didn't last very long. So let me try and count that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds of bleed. 3.5, 4 seconds of bleed. That's actually so crazy. Like imagine your DPS want to go on someone and you use the ranged ability on them while your DPS go attack them. So like if they're able to get them down to a certain point within the bleed, they're gonna die. It's like what? I don't know if the bleed or the right click pierces. Imagine like imagine your DPS wants to go on someone, so you bleed them, and then it's like it's up to you. It's up to your DPS to get them low enough for that bleed to finish them. Cause it's like one of the problems in this game is when your team's out of sync and the damage is going in different places. Like this is pretty much like, oh, I can bleed someone and fight someone else and still be helping my team. Like I can just apply bleed on whoever my DPS want to fight, and you better fucking kill them, right? In that 4 second time span, because you have the opportunity. They're bleeding. They're literally bleeding. So it's like if your DPS can manage their cooldowns well, and when they're going for hard hits, and you pair that with your bleed, I don't see how this won't be crazy to have, like, just as a tank, being able to help my DPS out like that. And now that Moon Knight fucking Wolverine, like imagine you bleed someone and Wolverine kidnaps them. Do they ever live? I don't think so. I don't think they ever live ever. You bleed them, Wolverine grabs them, you bubble them off. I don't think they ever live. Again, the only downsides I can see to this hero is the hitbox and people playing out of range of primary and F. Like if people just play out of range of those abilities, that fucking right click is not gonna do a lot of damage. Like sure it'll do bleed for like 3 seconds, but it's not a lot of damage. And if that's all you have to use because people are playing so far back from you, again it's like either they're giving you space or you're having to hold like further than you'd like to while waiting for your team to like if your team's ready to walk, you should be able to walk with this dinosaur, I feel like. I don't see why not. I think the counter to this dinosaur is gonna be another fucking dinosaur. Or just any amount of spam damage. But again, this thing is so fucking huge and how do you miss heals on this fucker? This fucker has a leap ability, a bubble. Like you have to send a lot of cooldowns this dino's way, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like in open maps, maybe this dino struggles. Just taking infinite amount of fucking PP. But so far, I'm trying to think like how are you not able to walk with this dino? I mean, the bubble's not that much HP. It's 50 more HP than an upgraded tank pool bubble, but with it moves with the dinosaur, and I don't know is was there a meter on it? Was there a meter on the bubble? Like what if it doesn't break? Like what if they don't break it? It doesn't seem like there's a meter or anything. Like does this dinosaur just have the bubble until it breaks? Surely fucking not. I don't know how long it lasts, but I don't know how long this thing lasts. Surely I don't know. How long does tank wait, does tank pool bubble go away? I forget. It doesn't have to break, does it? It does. It has to go away, right? I forget. Right? It goes away, and once it's cooldown, like I right? I don't know. So far, those are the only things I don't really know. What if they don't break the bubble? How long does it stay up? What does the F do, other than give maybe a better sequence of damage? Like what else does it do? Is it just I think the last chomp will do something. I feel like there's more to that ability that I don't know. Um, but yeah, what was I talking about? I forget. Um, I just can't. I'm trying to think of how this character is not like gonna be able to enable the team just so crazy. Like if someone's bleeding and we don't take advantage of that, we're just trolling. They're bleeding for like 3 seconds. It's not a lot of bleed damage, but I can't like the amount of times people have just gone see now I'm not taking into account that they'll probably be able to get healed while they're bleeding, so it's probably not gonna be as big as I'm thinking. Well, imagine I did just bleed the last support in line. I don't know. Maybe the bleed won't be like they're gonna be able to get healed while they're bleeding, but that bleed is definitely gonna come in handy for finishing off kills and helping DPS finish off kills. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I feel like that bleed is gonna help a lot of people finish kills. Like unless they're in line of sight of like the heals, I don't see how this bleed doesn't come in handy. Like I don't know. Like they're definitely gonna get healed while they're bleeding. But I don't know if this Dino is gonna be able to dive with divers. 10-second cooldown on the leap, and outside of that, they don't really have much movement. I don't know how this Dino will match up with dive. Maybe bubble in, leap out could be a thing. Mm, bubble in, F, leap out. I don't know. I don't know. 850 HP, like that's. I don't know. The way I'm thinking, the way this kit looks, like this looks like a tank that can really enable a team. So this should be interesting. And again, so I know they don't usually show supports healing in these like character reveals, but now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, like people are definitely gonna get healed while they bleed. So, hmm. So this Dino can get to what is it? What this Dino can get to 1,000 HP even without ult. Wait, what? Does the more people? I mean, I guess the more people you chomp, the more overshield you get. But excuse me, sorry. The fact that this Dino can go to 1,000 HP outside of ult, like ult, looked like it brought the Dino to 1,200. Let me see the ult here. What's the max it can go? Max I saw was 1,200. So the ult doesn't give overshield? No, it does. Does it? Does it just hit everyone? It doesn't look like. Wow. I don't really get. So Dino leaps with bubble. Dino leaps with bubble onto Hulk. It didn't look like it stunned Hulk here. Hulk isn't stunned, but then he gets stunned. Like, what is doing that to him? Is this like shift again? Do you press shift again or something? It didn't look like. I don't. Like, what the? Like, what? Like, what makes them grab? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know. I just gotta wait for the fucking playtest for my questions to be answered. But the kit's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just thinking about like the comps this character can be played with. I don't see why it can't be played with like anything. Like what comp would this fucking dinosaur be bad with? I can't see. much. Maybe like a dive tank. This dinosaur is gonna be bad with. How well would this dinosaur be able to peel? It has one leap with CC. Outside of that, doesn't really have anything. I mean, they can block off follow-up damage with bubble, but I want to see how easy it is to CC someone after that leap. Because then peeling could be an option as well. I don't think dive tanks will be good with Dino, but I'd love to be proven wrong. So far, not too much movement. Seems pretty decent just on the front line, standing in front of other people. Um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I don't think the Dino is gonna be too good with dive tanks. I think this dinosaur is gonna be pretty good with like hit scan. Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like Emma Dino? Question mark. Emma Dino. Wait, doesn't no. What? There is a CC ability. So the shift, I don't get it. So if they're right in front of you, I guess you'll just grab them. But if they're far away, then you'll jump and then do the CC abilities. So I think it I don't I don't think it's a leap. I think it's I don't know. I mean, Thor was right in front of the Dino's face, and then he got CC'd. So I'm assuming, yeah. So interesting, interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see in the playtest. That's about it for my not really much of a breakdown. Kind of. I was kind of going off on tangents here and there, but so far this Dino looks like a very great enabler. Like that bleed, I really want to see what it's going to be able to do. Like I can't imagine that's not going to help out Duelist. Um, but yeah, it seems like on the front line, what tanks are checking this dinosaur? Let me think. I think Emma will absolutely fucking make this dinosaur's life miserable. I think who else? Who else? Emma, maybe Tank Pool. Um, maybe Thor, since there's no CC immune abilities. Um, maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think a lot of tanks might be able to give this dino a bit of a problem. Like, I don't want to say Thor like would be a huge problem, but he's a tank with CC. This tank has no CC immunity. That could be a problem. But considering the fact that this tank has bleed, I'm trying to think of that matchup actually. I mean, in the reveal, Dino's beating Thor's ass, but I'd be interested to see how that actually matches up in a game. So Thor, maybe. Tank pool, maybe. Emma, I think for sure will give this Dino problems. Um, any poke hero, I think will give this Dino problems. Um, trying to think what else. I don't think Thing will be too annoying. Thing, Penny, Penny could be annoying. Like Penny legit would just be able to stand still, stay out of range, and web this fucking Dino continuously. Like what does this Dino do against Penny? I don't think that beam is enough to get Penny moving anywhere. Like sure it'll apply bleed, but she's healing in her nest anyway. I think the Dino will be able to like get to nest and chomp it with F maybe, but I can see if Penny has a good nest setup, this dinosaur just having a bad time a little bit maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it, Emma, maybe Penny. Like Emma's gonna be played for sure. People don't really play Penny, and I'm not really sure about the matchup yet. Thor, I don't know. Like I think Thor would have to use much more to get the up on Dino than Dino would. Could be wrong though. Um, like if Dino gets displaced, this dinosaur is just gonna take so much CC actually. Like so much CC, which is so crazy because you would think this hero would have some sort of CC immunity. Um, being so fucking large. But we'll see. So yeah, I think a lot of I don't think I think this I think Dino will be very good against again tanks that aren't very mobile. Um, outside of that, Venom, Venom, like Emma's gonna feast on this fucking character. I feel like badly. I think. Yeah, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, um, I don't know how good this character is gonna be. Like, I think this character is gonna depend a lot on the second tank you get. I do not think there is a world where you can solo tank with Dino, but I'll definitely fucking be the first to try. I don't know if you can solo tank with this fucking chunky monster, but maybe again, this tank is gonna require a lot of people looking and shooting the Dino, so maybe, maybe. Um, I don't know. In terms of tank matchups, like Groot, like Groot. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. The only tanks I'm thinking this dinosaur is gonna be really good against is like Magneto. Magneto's strange. Magneto Strange? Maybe Thing? What other tanks is there? Rogue? Hmm. People don't. I don't know. I'm starting to second guess myself a little bit. The only for sure good matchups I see this Dino just tearing tanks apart is like Mag, maybe Strange, maybe. I keep forgetting what tanks we have in this fucking game. Rogue. I don't know what the fuck Rogue does to this character. I don't think Rogue will match up very well. But who the fuck plays Rogue? So it doesn't matter. Um, what other tanks are there? Mag, Hulk. Would Hulk beat this Dino's ass? Uh, I don't I think Hulk will be able to stay on this Dino for a pretty long time. Again, it's gonna come the bleed's gonna come into play. Like if people want to challenge this Dino and they get bled, like how much is that bled gonna play a part in whether people respect the Dino or not? Like if the bleed doesn't matter, if the bleed can just get out healed like instantly, then it's like, all right, people are just gonna stand in front of this dinosaur and just beat the shit out of it. Like, would Hulk not be able to just stand in front of this dinosaur indefinitely? Because Hulk can kind of LOS his healers. I don't think this Dino will be able to LOS the supports unless they bubble. And then what? Bubble's gone. Now what? We only have Leap, which is like cool. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this dinosaur is going to match up against the other tanks, but I definitely think this dinosaur will be a good enabler for anyone on the team, really. Maybe triple tank with Dino? Actually, no. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see the playtest because I'm not sure. Now I'm unsure. I don't know. Hmm. This is so tough. From what I've heard in the division, it seems like melee DPS are getting, you know, in the mix, but Gene is still pretty strong. Punisher is still pretty decent. Yeah, I think this tank is going to be very comp dependent. Very comp dependent. I think I'm second guessing whether you can run this with anything. Mm, I don't know. Well, I'll have to see. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I've already been yapping for quite a bit. Cooldowns look okay. The fact that there's range on this character is a plus. The fact that they have a moving bubble is a plus. Will the damage on this tank be able to keep this tank in very Dangerous places. We'll see. The fact that this tank has no CC immunity on anything um, is gonna get uh, definitely gonna get this character punished. So yeah, I don't think that F ability is gonna be able to again keep Dino in for a super long time. Again, unless they're grouped up and then you use your F, which I believe the more people get hit, the more overshield. Like maybe then I can see that F ability keeping Dino in for a bit. Um, yeah, maybe Dino doesn't even fight tanks. Maybe Dino just runs past the tanks and just goes to the DPS or the back line. Cause what the fuck are they gonna do? Waste all their cooldowns? Okay. Like I think this Dino will probably not want to be fighting tanks. Maybe. I'm trying to think of the tank matchups and I really don't think like other than fucking Magneto, I don't really see this Dino being like a super abusive like oppressive fucking tank against other tanks. Like Emma will beam this fucking giant Dino down. Thor maybe will displace this Dino over and over again. Strange will be able to just get free burst damage off on this Dino. But again, it's gonna come up to that bleed, I think, and how much damage the primary does. I don't know. I don't know. This is a toss up. Like, how many cooldowns do you need to use to get a tank to respect you? Because with Strange, it's like he just melee fucking uses one burst damage fucking ability, and you kind of have to respect that burst damage for a little bit. And if he keeps walking at you and gets another one off, it's like, you know, Emma, it's like all she needs to do is hold down primary, and you kind of have to respect her if she has 100 charge for a little. Um, Thor, I don't know. Penny, it's like I really don't think Dino is gonna be able to do anything to Penny. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the shift will be able to grab her out of nest and toss her back to your team. Maybe. Maybe you bubble grab Penny, toss her back to your team. I don't know. This character is gonna be really interesting. Yeah, so I said I was done yapping, yapped some more, but this is my official sending off. I'm excited. I'm excited. Doesn't look too broken right now, but also doesn't look underwhelming. But I could be wrong. We'll have to wait for the playtest and see what happens.